morning, internets. Welcome to another awesome episode of Game. I am your host, Big Pimpin' J. Yes, all the rumors are true, even the horrible ones. Guys, follow us, please. We're loving your comments. See that little bar down there? Talk to us. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you hate. I don't like myself either. It just kind of falls in. Follow us on Instagram, and you can always email us to the guys from culturejunkies.net. Thank you for our wonderful new set. Mega Sean, we're looking out to you, man. Hey, my car needs a little more detailing, man. You missed a spot. I'll touch base with you next week. Today's topic, we are talking about something that is kind of near and dear to me and my friends. We're talking about comic books, but specifically, we're talking about why comic book fans are kind of like abused spouses. I mean, all I hear is a lot of these guys complain of what DC's doing here or what Marvel's doing there. And it kind of sounds like they're getting beaten up. So I brought in two of my favorite comic book experts here. To my right, we got my man Waffles, man. How are you doing?
You know, just rolling, you know.
That's how I roll, man.
Know?
That's how we roll. To the left, we have the mighty Kenshiro, man. How you doing?
I'm sad, man.
I know, he's fighting off that Walking Dead disease.
So
it's almost like a half leprosy. Stuff's falling off.
Wow.
He's down to 8 toes, guys. Just pray for him.
Yeah.
Guys, you guys are huge comic book fans. And, you know, you guys sit here and talk about the Golden Age and the Silver Age. But you guys have really been lambasting, you know, what DC's done with the New 52. And you guys are ripping apart what Marvel's doing, ready to do stuff. But yet you guys keep spending your hard-earned money on the comic books. Now, me personally, heroin ain't never done me any wrong, you know, but I realized that I just had to quit at a certain point in time. What is it with you guys? I mean, it's like they keep beating you up. They're giving you guys black eyes. They're cheating on you, but you keep spending money, man. Guys, game on.
It's just, you can't stop reading. Like, it's like it's at a point where you're like, you know what, I'm done with this. But then it's just like, you know what? Maybe it'll get better the next 5 issues.
Do we need an intervention?
Maybe.
It's a possibility.
Might need one.
I mean, the comic book collections that you guys have, I mean, what is it that keeps drawing you back? I mean, you know, me personally, I kind of take a scientific approach that when you see 3 things, you can form a pattern from those 3 things. And if I look at 3 issues of something and it's garbage, I stop.
You know?
What is it with you guys?
It boils down simple that, you know, we love these characters, man. If we didn't love them, we wouldn't be so upset.
I love cocaine, but that doesn't mean I need to do it and partake of it.
Yeah, well, see, cocaine ain't gonna kill you. This ain't gonna kill you.
Really?
This is that cocaine will kill you. This is not gonna kill us. This will just make us mad. This might drive us into an early grave, but cocaine will kill you right away.
So if it drives you to an early grave, it will kill you.
Okay.
Your blood pressure will skyrocket.
Well, yeah.
The sugar diabetes comes in.
At some point, the doctor
bills
will
are getting
step in.
paid.
At some point, the doctor will step in and say, you know, hey, you know, much like diabetes, you might need to cut out the sugar. You know, so, and that's pretty much the way it is here. With DC specifically, I mean, ever since I wanted to be open-minded with the New 52, I gave him a chance. I gave him maybe about a year, maybe 2. But it's just terrible, man. It's just absolutely terrible. From all the changes they made with Superman, they wanted to make it so he wasn't married anymore. Okay, whatever, fine.
Because everybody loves when a huge god that can overtake everything is also a gigolo.
Yeah, right, exactly. Look, Lois Lane to Wonder Woman, upgrade in my book, but hey, you know, outside of Batman and the Green Lantern, you know, almost everybody in the New 52 has completely changed. They made Aquaman cool.
Oh, that's a huge change.
I couldn't believe that, but that's like one of the books that, you know, I actually have really wanted to read, but just overall, it's. Now I think, you know, Waffles could help me out with this one, but I think it's event fatigue. It's like every single year they have these humongous line-wide events that you got to read this to, you know, to follow along. You know, there's nothing self-contained. Like, remember the old days back when you used to be able to pick up a book and the story was completely self-contained. Once you, from cover to cover, the story was over.
You're right. Now, but you also have to approach it from this. One of the biggest complaints about that is that, man, we're getting everything out of like 25 or 30 pages. I want more. And I know you guys even said that. So as comic book fans, you went from saying, I want more, to now, wait, you're giving me too much? Is that what I'm hearing?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, like when Marvel did, like when they started with the whole House of M and the, what came out after that?
House of M, let's see, Civil War was before House of M.
Yeah, and then you had, you know, the Skrull and
the Secret Invasion. Yeah, Secret Invasion, yes.
And then it was just boom after boom after boom after boom after boom.
Right.
Major events.
There's absolutely no break whatsoever. It's like you can't get back into reconnecting with, you know, who the characters are and where these writers are trying to create these narratives, because editorially they're being wrapped into these humongous stories that they have to be a part of.
So as huge comic book fans, I'm not going to say the old guard, because I mean none of us were around in the 70s.
That old, yeah.
Do you feel like the comic book companies are kind of like forsaking you? Because I'm also hearing that a lot of the younger cats who are getting into these, they're loving it because you don't have to read 25 years of backstory. You can kind of just kind of jump right in and start reading something and give yourself a new perspective. Do you guys feel like you guys are getting beat up because they're changing the character so much and wiping away what you think they should do, or to kind of what you alluded to, it's just you're getting hit from too many angles and you don't have enough time to process?
Okay. Well, let me take a, from the guy that I'm wearing, Superman. Superman nowadays, he's basically, I've heard a lot of people say he's pretty much just a douche now. I mean, seriously.
Well, I mean, in all reality, he always was.
Nah,
well, he was a Boy Scout of a douche.
Yeah, but see, he
was still a douche.
But see, he stood for something. This Superman is like, okay, I'm just the biggest, baddest guy. I'm gonna beat you up. That's pretty much how he is.
But think about this, right? Doesn't that kind of lend that character to be a bit more tangible? Because let's face it, if you're bigger and badder than everybody else, chances are you're going to walk around with your chest out a little bit, and you may kind of have that over testosterone thing.
Yeah.
Think about this. If you're the baddest dude on the planet, are you going to walk around like a gump?
But that kind of just makes you a bully, and nobody really likes bullies.
Really?
Yeah.
But people like Batman.
He's not necessarily a bully. He's not the biggest, baddest, strongest guy. He's just the smartest guy.
Look at Ken Shiro, man. He's talking about Batman.
Hey, I've always said, and you and Megashawn keep clowning about it. I'm telling you, it's not that I'm a Batman hater. I don't hate Batman. I just think they rely on him too much. I've never said that Batman isn't a great character. He is. He's an awesome character. But
you know what? Here's the thing. He's easy to relate to.
Yeah, there's that too. But let's get to Marvel. Going over to Marvel. Marvel is also tied up in event fatigue. They've just killed the Watcher.
Aren't they about to hit
like every big event?
Right.
They have. It's like, oh, who are they gonna kill now?
Right.
Aren't they about to reset the whole universe?
I don't know, but they're getting ready to kill Wolverine.
Yeah,
and that's actually might be a step in the right direction. I mean, honestly, because they might have to lean on somebody else being to carry them over. It'd be interesting to see how long they leave.
Yeah, we'll see how long the sales. They're like, you know what, we kind of dipping down. Let's bring Wolverine back.
And let's see, with Marvel, Spider-Man has actually seen a nice resurgence. Back when Quesada wanted to annul basically him and Mary Jane's marriage, I was kind of against it because I thought him basically making a deal with the devil just to save his sickly aunt.
Right.
Come on, man, really. But I have to admit, after that, the stories have gotten really, really good.
Speaking of that, what do you think about what Marvel's doing with the Ultimate series? Because from what I've seen, aside from Ultimate Spider-Man, things are just kind of...
They're just out there. Like, what is... It's called the New Ultimates.
The New Ultimates is basically
Spider-Man.
Spider-Woman, who's now become Black Widow, Cloak and Dagger, Bombshell... And
it's basically a universe for teenagers now.
Yeah,
like all the books.
I mean, but it really kind of always was, which was fine. But they've the drastic change between the regular Marvel universe and the Ultimate universe was always very, very tangible because yes, it was a younger slant, but they were also going in different directions. Now it's like complete chaos. I mean, Cyclops is dead,
but it was
Captain America's dead.
But it was always a matter of how extreme can we take it.
Right, and they've taken it pretty extreme, but now they've almost whittled the entire universe down to 2 books.
Yeah,
because Ultimate FF. Terrible book. Terrible book, and it got canceled.
But then to a point of what you said earlier, if you're whittling things down, that should be a positive because now you don't have to take everything in as much, right?
But it's only 2 books.
What's wrong with that?
There's no X-Men book.
Waffles over here is I mean, look, this man needs to eat. He is spending his waffle money on comic books every week, and you might need to
I got a
Ray
big appetite.
Shiro's fridge. Guys, you know what? I wish we could sit here and talk about more. I'll call a group of guys together. We'll try to perform an intervention because, I mean, you guys are just spending way too much money on this kind of stuff, man. Guys at home, let us know what you like. Let us know what you are spending your money on. I know there's a lot of Ultimate Spider-Man fans out there. I personally like Miles Morales. I think it's a great idea.
Oh, yeah.
The lack of an X-Men book in the Ultimate Universe, I really couldn't care less about any of that. But, guys, let us know what you think, man. Hit us up. Leave some comments down below here, man. Guys, check out Instagram. We got some fun stuff that's popping up, and trust me, tweet us. We've got some fun stuff that's coming up on Twitter. We might even give some stuff away. I mean, we have to go through Ken Shiro's closet to find some stuff, but I'm pretty sure we can find something. Until next time, guys, I'm your host, Big Pimpin' Jay. Thanks again to CultureJunkies.net for all this fun stuff. Guys, we're out of lives, man. Game over.